Hey guys, it's myself. Um, and by now you've probably heard about the Shire's decision last night about the quarry just outside of Grass Valley. At the meeting last night, they decided they were going to approve the application to have the quarry put in, going against everything that everyone was worried about. They went against all of the health risks that there is. There is a hell of a lot of health risks involved with this quarry because of the fact that they're mining quartz, which is full of silica dust. And now the silica dust gets into the air, which we then breathe in. It's 100 times smaller than a grain of sand, meaning we can be breathing it without even realizing we're breathing in silica dust, and so we develop lung cancer. Now, according to the Shire, the quarry is 3.2 kilometers away from the town site of Grass Valley. That's by following all of the winding fucking roads to get there. In a straight line, it's about not even a kilometer. It's probably like 500 meters away from the town site if you were to go in a straight line. Not once did the Shire consider the fact that we can get lung cancer, silicosis, and a bunch of other diseases from this. And they reckon they're making the correct decision. Well, I'm here to tell you now, they've made the wrong decision. And I'm not the only person that's pissed off about it. Our neighbour is a ecologist and geologist, and she studied the plant and fauna around that area and this area. And after they made the decision last night, it got her so it hurt her so badly that it got her in tears. And so we let rip. There's a few people in there absolutely let rip. And it was all because of one certain councillor, which I'm not going to mention the name, but it was one certain councillor turned around and decided they were going to say that, be a smartass and tell us that silica dust is already in the air. And so some of us, there was about 3 of us that turned around and yelled out and said, so is asbestos, and asbestos is a killer as well. And if you'd watched ABC News's broadcast last night, this morning, there's been a silica outbreak over in Queensland where there is 96 people confirmed dead, and a bunch of others reported as diagnosed with lung cancer and silicosis, and it's expected to cover the whole of Australia. The death toll is expected to rise, and it is expected to reach WA as well, and get to WA residents as well. Now, after doing all these research and things like this for science, because at the moment we're doing biology, I have found that there are several species of cockatoo and plant life that are endangered. And they said at the meeting last night that if there was to be any endangered species, of which there are, that they will need to get Shire approval. But judging by the way that they accepted last night's proposal for the new quarry, makes me believe, and a bunch of others believe, that they're just going to approve it regardless. There is 3 types of endangered tree species out that way. I haven't got my notes with me at the moment, which that'll come. I'll post it in the comments or something like that, or on my Facebook page. I'm not sure. And the black cockatoo, the corellas, there's a spider species out there. It's like a trapdoor spider. Are all endangered species out there. And the Shire have just given these people permission to start mining quarries And according to them, the nearest house is 1.2 kilometers away. It's not. It's across the road. It is literally less than 200 meters away from this quarry. And their excuse is the fact that the nearest house is 1,200 meters away. So, the Shire, I hope you're watching this. And I want you to know that the entire town of Northam and Grass Valley are disgusted by your choices last night. We are absolutely appalled in the way you performed last night. We are ridiculously peeved off at the fact that you would approve something that's going to kill us. You've basically deemed us all to death. Great job, Shire of Northam. Not. We were on your side about it. And then all of a sudden you go against everything that we, the people that you're meant to be listening to, have said. You've gone against all of that and approved this Shire. The Quarry, and basically deemed us all to death. We are not happy about it. Half of the Grass Valley residents are thinking of doing some things to combat this. I'm not at liberty to announce anything like that, for reasons. But thanks a lot for approving a quarry that's now going to kill us. You know? One of my friends said to me this morning, if you were to get lung cancer from this quarry that the Shire approved going against all the health risks, who has to pay for the operations and the medical treatment? Because as citizens that have objected against this quarry shouldn't have to pay for their medical bills if they were to end up with lung cancer and things like that from silicosis, from silica inhalation, because of the Shire's dumb choice to accept the quarry. And some of you are going to be sitting there going, well, it's not my problem, I'm not in Grass Valley. Well, it doesn't matter if you're not in Grass Valley. Northam, the town side of Northam, will be affected. Surrounding towns will be affected. Properties and farms are going to be very affected because farmers aren't going to get nearly as much for their crops now as they would have, say, 6 weeks ago. Well, last season, sorry. Because it's going to have all this silica dust over the top of it, which is going to make it nowhere near as valuable as it used to be. So, Shire of Northam, I thank you. Thank you for killing all of your Grass Valley residents. When I say killing all of them, I should say thank you for approving a quarry that could possibly and or will kill us all. As you can tell, I am not happy in the least. And until we get proper answers from the Shire as to why they approved it, to us, well, to me anyway, I couldn't care about the Shire anymore. And I'm not saying you guys should watch this, or if you've stuck through the entire video, I thank you for putting up with my shit and the residents' shit. But we need answers from the Shire about why it ended up being approved. It's completely ridiculous, and the amount of health risks and things like that are associated with silica dust, it is absolutely appalling that it's been accepted and approved. Well, that comes to the end of this. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Hopefully the next video is going to be a lot more positive, laid back, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So if you've stuck around until now, I thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.